We're going to talk about the current bull cycle and trash XRP's price in this video. A lot of people want me to tell them about it. People always ask me the same thing: why is XRP not doing well? I always tell them that it's not failing, it's just doing what XRP does, and it stays the same until the end. Everything will be torn apart when the cycle is over. It's not a given that prices will change. We need to get above $1. More like that $1.50 area before it's time to move. We're at 60 cents right now until the ball runs over until next year. We are sure that the 5 to 10x will give us a 5 to 10 on XRP, and maybe even more. We are going to do that, but let's start the video first to make sure we have enough time. Bitcoin is worth $3,548,000 right now, which is 21% less than it was 24 hours ago on Ethereum. The dollar prices for USDT and USDC are found by taking 1% of each. XRP, what do you know? It moved around a bit. In fact, 63 cents is up almost 1% and is leading the way in this very red Saturday, so we'll call it total cryptocurrency. The market value is $267,300,000. I agree with the market cap. Right now, we're back to the heights of the bull run from 2020 to 2021, which was before the bear market struck. Because of that, I think this is going to be one of the craziest Bitcoin bull runs you have ever seen, with huge swings. Bitcoin has never been a market that has gone down. When we were done, it was at an all-time high. The total value of all coins on the market has never been higher than that. And at this point, we're pretty much staying still. It's not even close to $2.70 for level rights. It's very important because soon you'll be able to breed them. Make sure you have one of each character before they're all gone. I think more than 400 have been sold, and the bad guys are getting close to that amount too. XRPs, you need to lock in yours today. You can pay with a credit card, debit card, or any other way you choose. In the meantime, what do you think? I understand that I keep saying the same thing. Get XRP back for every month that you put into making this movie. This deal looks interesting. I said that the fact that Tether was made by a Ukrainian team of developers caught my attention. The FTX funds weren't going to Ukraine, which is an interesting fact. We all decided to work together, so I hired a developer. It was just the three of us for now. A group of Ukrainians used plug-and-play technology to make a holy wallet or transaction. They were a development team that had moved to the Bay Area but had to go back because things weren't working there. Let me explain. I was beginning a brand new company. It's pretty cool, huh? I take the product out of my incubator every 30 to 60 to 90 days. So there was a development team working out where to plug in. So that's how he messed with FTX and sent these strange payments to Ukraine. Now, here's the funny part. I can't pull it off. I have it on my phone upward. It's in the Bitcoin feed on Reddit and is about Sam Baker's old cellmate. He's with a man who has been in jail for 25 years for armed robbery and is complaining that Sam won't shut up. In fact, he asked to be added as a new cellmate but was turned down because he doesn't want to be with Sam and is sick of hearing about it. I think that is funny. Anyone who wants to read it should go to the Reddit post about cryptocurrencies. SPF is interesting to talk about, and I'm not making that up. When we talk about the money that was supposed to go to Ukraine but already is, it makes you wonder what was going on behind the scenes. Let me ask Mike Novak. Many thanks to this person. If you ask me to name the two he rode that pump, Novak Grat is he was a very sketchy actor in that setting. She was behind him. He took part in phone conferences. You didn't want this man during the Dow hack. No good, everyone. And I learned that if you're rich, you don't break the law. I thought I might be able to buy it without going into a store. I finally called Vite, who I had met before, but didn't know very well. How are you? I bought Ethereum from Vitalik. I'm not going to tell you how much you OTC from B for 96 cents. Still, it's not a small amount. Yes, and after that I started buying more. Over-the-counter OTC in the market, so I now have a good amount of Ether. Let's say $150 worth, and I'm not sure what to do about India. When I came back after 2 weeks, it was already trading. After a while, when it started to go up from $150, I knew that Joe no longer needed my money. It's now March. You already know that you shouldn't trade, and he had a lot of Ether. It was fun to talk about how we could help with your friend. We share many things. I don't know nearly as much about technology as he does, but he's a great speaker and leader, so I chose to back him and stay a private investment. I hired a young man named John West, and he was great and really lived up to the deal. I told them, go live with those guys. I heard the conference calls and saw everything from the top down. It was interesting to see the Dow hack. I would buy and sell because trade is in my blood. I sold everything when it hit $20 and bought it back at $8. I just thought trade while I listened to the old wise man. Hey, did you hear that? You were told everything. Thank you, Novak. It's crazy, but I'm getting calls on Discord right now while I'm making a movie. Finally, let me say this. Isn't that just the best time? We move forward without any problems. Things got off to a good start. There is another movie. Ripple and especially XRP were the targets of the SEC because of crypto laws. Al, someone told me this. Not long ago, there were hundreds of other coins to choose from. There are a lot of other cryptocurrencies out there if you ask me about all of his emails. So why did they pick XRP to go after plans within plans, outlining the rules from the government? What we know is that he was told not to meet with Simpson Thatcher and to stay out of any cryptocurrency-related issues. I don't understand how you can connect that to his 2018 speech, so you start with that and then ask, okay, were there any reminders along the way about the kinds of training he had you go over? What kind of guardrails were put up? Following that, what other things did he do in private? Public speeches that everyone can see. What other tasks did he have to do? Other if it was clear he didn't care about not following this order, right? What's more, there may be more that we don't know about. In the same way, Henman and Clayton are both on the boards of counselors for groups that they were very important to while they were at the SEC. Another thing I want to talk about is these close ties. Some of this is just nice, which is what I think crony capitalism is all about. They behave in ways that are good for them. When they go out, it helps them even more. Of course, it also helps friends and other close friends. Yes, and you can see a lot of that in the government where people are kind of stripped of their freedom. The things they do help their friends, and you all go to the same conferences as the people you control, right? Yes, that's all we want. But going further and having a personal financial stake makes things not only look bad and are morally wrong, they might even be illegal. I'd really appreciate it if you could tell me why the SEC specifically went after Ripple and XRP. It was recently brought to my attention. There were other cryptocurrencies that could be used instead. Why pick one? Yes, this is the one to go after. And I think it's a really interesting subject. That choice doesn't make sense. Why did they pick Cardano in the end? Even though these other coins are listed as securities, Coinbase still sells them. This is crazy since they just recently said that XRP might be a security measure. Some exchanges may have taken it off their lists at the same time, but not all of them. This could mean that they didn't take down any other cryptocurrency. They bought and sold them again. Doesn't make sense anymore. Could F please show this chart? Listening to this is the first thing we'll do. That $188 from Target is fine with me. I'm more like $150. We're in that green box though. That is true. Yes, he most likely has a range of $110 to $355. And the average price he wants to reach is between $5 and $18. There will be these two boxes. How high can XRP get? That's the question. It is going to go off like a rocket. Think about how much money you will get from this. Adding another $3.5 to $4 trillion to all of that money gives the coin market a possible value of $6 to $7 trillion. It is going to slowly switch from Bitcoin to XRP along with these other big market caps. And everything will pump it at the same time. After that, people start to see that item. When they pop, they'll try to jump in. As soon as we pass the all-time high from 2017 to 2018, it will keep going. And now we get to the unknown price of finding. There isn't a magic chart that can tell us where this price is going, so all we can do is line things up, put past data on top of them, and try to guess where this thing is going. It will be impossible to get more details after we break the all-time high, though. That is what we call price discovery, and you can see it on maps. This thing will amaze everyone and send them to the moon. I'm excited. It's going to happen soon. This year, 2025, will be a big one for Oxygen XRP users because we'll beat the old record high and maybe even hit double digits.